Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about snacking. One of the biggest challenges that most of us will run into in our diet is, it's not our meals. It can be, but for a lot of us, especially most of us on Weight Watchers, when we go to our meetings, we talk about the challenges we have with snacking and how do we snack more healthy, but also in a way that doesn't add a ton of calories or a ton of points in. And I think for most of us, the reality is it's probably our biggest miss, and we'll snack at night and we'll do a lot of things. It's been the biggest struggle that I've had, specifically really since I've hit my goal. If I'm inconsistent on a day, or if I see that my scale goes up a little bit, it's usually because of snacks, and it's usually late night snacks. So, we talk about on our diet plan, most of us will get into a rhythm when we're on our diet and eat a similar thing for breakfast at least 5 or 6 days a week. I know for me it's typically a low-fat English muffin with some reduced-fat peanut butter to start the day. And then lunch is very similar for me, probably 4 or 5 days a week as well. I'll do like baked ham or baked turkey, deli meat, reduced fat, American cheese, and then I'll do like a whole wheat pocket with some type of reduced fat, either chips or a piece of fruit or a vegetable, which is really common. Then dinner we do chicken 2 to 3 nights a week. We do salads with protein 2 to 3 nights a week. We'll try to do some version of ground beef, usually 93% lean. So I know what my meals are going to look like. The struggles I run into is when I kind of get that craving for sweet, or when I'm, it's 9 o'clock at night and I'm just hungry and I start to mindlessly snack, we get into trouble. So what I wanted to talk about today is having a plan for snacking and how do we make it come to life in a way that will make sense for everybody. So what I did here is, this is something I did about a year ago, and I created basically kind of a snack box for myself. And what this does is it allows me to have snacks that I can go into in here, and these are all between 1 and 3 points. And you can see there's quite a variety in here. So what we have is we have some chips from Weight Watchers. These are their nacho chips. These are the non-flavored ones. These are 2 points. We have their sea salt hummus chips. These are 2 points. We have Weight Watchers potato puffs, protein puffs, cheese puffs. These are 1 point, and they have a ton of protein in them. And then we have the breakfast cookies, which are also, these are 3 points. So during the course of the day, if I get hungry and I want something a little bit more substantial, typically if I want something a little bit more savory, I have one of those options for me. And these will last for quite a while. So a lot of these in this bag, we've had for a while, and they're usually good for 6 or 7 months. So we have a few different options there. The next thing we want to talk about is, these are kind of my go-to. These are the Weight Watchers snack bars. And they have a bunch of different flavors. I've done a video on that. I'll throw the link in there in the video to talk about the different flavors. But for me, I have typically 2 or 3 flavors at a time. I have the triple decker chocolate. They were on sale, buy 2. You save like $2 or $3. So we have a lot right now because I just replenished these. I have the peanut butter bars, the chocolate peanut butter bars, and the peanut butter bars. So these are a great 2-point option if you want something like, to give you an idea. A Hershey's bar is 11 points. A Reese's 2-pack is 12 points. So for something like that, even if you have 2 of these, you're at 4 points, and you're about 70 calories. You're at 140. Reese's for 2 is 240. The Hershey's bar for a whole bar is 210. So you can save yourself anywhere between 70 and 100 calories, and you can go from 11 or 14 points down to about 4. So there's a pretty big savings there. The other thing we'll talk about, and I'm a big fan of these, I have different flavors in these as well, is you have the Fiber One, and they do their 70 calorie bars. This is a lemon. I have chocolate chip, and I have chocolate, and they also make a coffee cake. This is a great option, again, if you want something sweet. This is something maybe I'll have after lunch if I'm kind of, for lack of a better word, kind of fiending for a cookie, something a little bit sweeter. This is a great option here. And then the last thing we'll talk about is maybe a more healthy option. So we have raisins. Now, what's crazy on the raisins is they're not super high calorie, like 90 points, but this is 4 points for a box. There's a lot of sugars in raisins, so the points will be relatively high, but the calories are relatively low. So this is a good option you have here if you want something maybe a little healthier. And then the other one we'll do, and again, this is 3 points. The dry roasted nuts, 100 calorie packs, 3 points, 100 calories. So we have something that's not quite so processed with the nuts and with the raisins, to go with the other options what we have. So the reason I wanted to share this with you is, as you're thinking about your snacking, do you have a plan during the day? So when you come to snacking, there's really 2 things I want you to think about. One is, what's the plan when you get hungry, because you're going to inevitably during the day. With Weight Watchers, I get 34, 35 points a day. My breakfast is about 6 points. My lunch tends to run about 6 points, and my dinner's typically 10. right? So I'm at 22 points. I got 13 points left during the day. So what does that look like? Can I have 3 to 4 snacks a day? I typically can. So typically I'll have 2 to 3 snacks out of this box. And then I'll have some version of a reduced fat pudding or reduced fat ice cream or the low fat popcorn, you know, the microwave popcorn. And all of those are about 2 to 3 points each. So that'll leave me something to have something at night if I'm feeling a little bit hungry. So the first thing is what's your plan? Are you ready to snack correctly so you're not going over your goals? The second one is, are you really hungry? This is a big one for me. I tend to be a grazer and I just eat because I'm bored, and working from home makes it a little bit more challenging because I can eat whenever I want and there's just the ability for me to eat anytime I feel like. This box is incredibly helpful because I have it and it's available. I also don't leave it here in my office. It's in my my kitchen and a drawer, so I have to go in and get it, right? So if I decide I want something, I have to go in and go grab it. So it's on purpose. The other thing we've always talked about at Weight Watchers is if you're really hungry, like truly hungry, will a piece of fruit or a vegetable satisfy the hunger? If it isn't, you're probably not hungry, you're probably just bored, or you have a craving. So we really just wanted to slow down a little bit and just talk about how you can set yourself up for success. So a couple things again, like I said, to keep in mind: keep healthy options, non-processed options along with the other stuff. Have sweet options, have low point options, have savory options. If you have all that available to you, truly you don't need to go to the supermarket and buy the chips, the candy, the cookies, the cakes, because everything you're looking for is here with a lower point option. And truly, if you have a desire for one of these, you can usually use this to substitute that. The other thing I will tell you is we're kind of on the 5 and 2 plan, so we're doing the Weight Watchers like 5 days a week pretty religiously, and then 2 days a week we're trying to kind of enjoy what we want to have. It's worked fairly well for me. It's let me stay pretty consistent. I'm still trying to get back under my goal weight from my Disney trip, so we're getting back after that. The exercise has been really good, and it's crazy. You get into that, you gain to 6 or 7 pounds, and it takes you a few weeks to lose it back, even though you can gain it really quickly in like a week. So keep that in mind. As always, thank you for checking out the channel. We hope it's helpful. If it is, please hit that like and subscribe button. New videos coming all the time. We'll have a Saturday fitness video. We're also working on some new exercise videos. Full disclosure, I want to do some more biking and hiking videos, but we've had a weird weather pattern the last few weeks. We've just had a lot of rain on the days off with a lot of mud, so we haven't been able to do as much. But looking to do a road bike video on Sunday. I'm going to go for my 12-mile loop, and the goal is to get it done in in under 40 minutes. So we're going to push as hard as we can for the whole ride on Sunday, see if we can get the 12 miles in under 40 minutes to see if what we're doing on the Peloton really is paying off. So as always, thank you for checking us out. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, and good luck on your fitness journey.